Because you've seen how things can slip into a war. So a lot of people don't realize things can. They think, oh, America is
Nobody
fine, but
wins.
things can slip into a war like this.
We don't win.
No.
Even the guy that pulls the trigger. Yeah, you survived. You're alive. But he will live with that the rest of his life.
Yeah, the guy that killed Charlie Kirk, he'll probably spend the rest of his life in prison. I imagine they'll catch him. I would hope.
I bet you they don't catch shit.
Yeah,
I bet you.
Or they have a patsy.
Or they, yeah, it's just, it doesn't make any sense, man.
But no, there's evil people trying to push us to the brink of war.
100%.
That's what we need to realize.
You know why? Because too many people are waking up. It's like the scene in The Matrix where Neo's going, too many are, oh shit, everyone's starting to point it out, this and that, and who controls this, and oh, everyone's waking up. There's only one way to cover your tracks. Chaos. Set it all on fire. Drop a fucking nuke. That's the point we're at right now.
And no, so many people, they generally want World War II, just like, or World War III, I mean. And a lot of it's being driven by Israel and Americans backing. Like, they really want to build the third temple, the red heifer. It's pretty wild. Like, people truly believe this. And, you know, people high up in American government and Israeli government. It's a little terrifying.
I believe there's extremists in every faith.
Yeah.
I believe that there's definitely, like I said, there's extremists in every religion.
I agree.
You can't force the hand of God. You can't speed up any of this stuff.
They're trying
I don't care what religion you are.
They're trying to force the Armageddon.
Yeah, you can't. Like, yeah, I'm gonna get raptured because if I support this, it's gonna happen. Like, there's, like I said, different sects, different religions, extremists in all groups. Some have been radicalized because they're radical to begin with. Some became byproducts of all these unjust policies all over the world. I don't justify any extremism ever. I'm trying to avoid war. I'm trying to keep our country together. I'm trying to tell Jews, Muslims, Christians, we're not enemies. We need to operate black, white.
There was a big push of that recently, which some of these conversations need to be had. You know, I think,
and they're very difficult conversations.
So they're difficult conversations. I think the media has overpushed the white being bad, the blacks being good, and they've completely ignored, pushed a false narrative. And you have white people angry, you know, rightfully so. But it's also, you need to be careful not to push it to a point of like hatred and a civil war.
Am I not right? I'm starting to see like white lives matter is becoming like a hashtag. Is that correct?
I think so. I think.
Okay, so now you have a pendulum go the other way. So what I'm saying is like both sides now galvanized, primed and ready. Both sides are tired of it. Match. Now when we're killing each other in the streets, God forbid in America, if it erupts into full fucking chaos here, we don't got time to think about a lot of things anymore.
No, we don't want that. We got about 10 more minutes before we wrap up. So let's, you have a podcast, right? Why don't you give a little plug for your podcast, what you talk about on it,
so
how you got that going?
Jake, what's so crazy is that since 2019, I started a show called The Comeback Team, which was to do what I always wanted to do, was interview people about their lives. I swear to God, did not want to talk about politics, did not want to talk about religion. I swear to God. Because I knew how divisive it is. I get death threats every day, Jake. Imagine, I'm someone saying we can all get along. Shit.
Yeah, I get them.
Now I know how Dr. King felt. Fuck.
And they killed him.
I started this podcast to inspire people to never give up because of all the tragedies I've been through in my life. War, 9/11, my brother, my older brother, my uncle, but I call him my older brother because he raised me. He died in a car accident. And I finally understood why people give up. You know, losing someone like him. Like, imagine, I've been through war, I've been through 9/11, but when I lost him, it was like all of that times a million because that's how important he was to me in my life.
Devastating, losing someone close.
And it was the first time I felt like I wanted to give up. If I didn't have faith, I would have died. I wouldn't be here. You know, it was faith that got me through. It was thinking of people like Abraham and Moses and Joseph was one of my favorite people in the Bible and the Quran. I love Joseph. The story of Joseph is one of my most favorite stories. And I believe it was real, not just a story. And, you know, thinking about his life and sold into slavery by his own brother. What else you want to know? Your own brothers threw you down a well. You got sold into slavery. Then you're accused of a crime against your master's wife. Then you're thrown into a prison with the lowest of the low and never did a thing wrong in his life. There's wisdom there. That horrible things can happen to you because it's the test that God put before you. And you have that faith. And what does God do? He takes him from the bottom of that prison and makes him the most powerful person after the king of Egypt.